call the Trump portfolio.
Right.
What's in it? How is it done? Give us a sense.
How do people make money?
I came on this show a couple of times before the election, and I gave people enough stocks actually to make so much money. I mean, really, that's
too much.
You hate
You're just handing out cash.
Too much money.
I was handing out cash. Look at some of these things. Infrastructure. Right now, the stocks are up 39%, 7%, and 10%, but they were up as much as 44%, 14%, 15%. I still like infrastructure because I do believe, listen, our engineers say we've got almost $4 trillion worth of problems with our highways, roads, and dams. And of course, we know Donald Trump is really going to put a lot of money into infrastructure. My one kind of eggish kind of thing was Lockheed Martin, in part because they ended up in a battle with the president.
Things changed a little bit there, yeah.
They have changed a little bit. I think, I think Donald Trump has brought him to the senses. The stock was up 12% at its peak. It's up 4% right now. Private prisons, guys. I mean, this CXW is up 73% since November 8th. Wow. GeoWorks is up 51%.
What?
About 2 to 3 months ago, President Obama said the federal government would no longer use private prisons because, his whole thing is the social justice thing, and obviously Donald Trump, the law and order candidate, is going to bring him back. Even though these stocks are up 73% and 51%, I still think people can chase him. But the star has been Goldman Sachs.
All right, so we all went into this business because we can't do numbers. So help break this down for us and for all of the Americans out there that just want to know how this impacts them and how they can make some profit off.
Well, first of all, I think here's the thing. People, what I'm finding is that there are a lot of people who missed the market while President Obama was in office, and now they're coming back. You've got to come back with a game plan. You can't come back and take a shot. Don't buy a stock and hope that it goes straight up. Put together a portfolio of names that you want to hold for the next 2 to 4 years under the Trump administration. Buy them when they go down unless the fundamentals change. And I think you're going to do extraordinarily well. I really do. I mean, the market did get a little bit ahead of itself. And you may see some selling early in the year because a lot of people know taxes are going to be changed. So why would you pay the old tax rate when you can wait a couple of weeks and pay the new tax rate? That's great. Let that happen. But overall, I think Donald Trump, in the first 100 days, if I could see him get individual tax reform, corporate tax reform, roll back a lot of these executive orders, get some concessions on NAFTA, obviously set the blueprint for dismantling Obamacare because it can't be done overnight. Those 5 things, I think, spark this market to go substantially higher. And we're seeing it already, by the way.
Yeah.
Not just in confidence numbers, but in real hardcore data about the economy.
We watch the markets first, but also have a keen sense of what American businesses, what they're dealing with, the issues in the workplace. And there's this new law that just took effect in France, basically a right to disconnect, where they're saying businesses with, I think, at least 50 employees, if it's after work hours, you do not have to respond to work emails. We've been asking our viewers all morning. We're going to have you weigh in a moment. But Terry emails, if you don't like it, quit and find another job. Charles, what's your opinion?
Which is why Pete's chuckling, because it seems almost impossible.
I agree with Terry. I really do. Listen, it's France. Here's the thing. France has a crazy economy. It's never grown. It's such a basket case that we would be nuts to emulate anything they do with regard to work. Now, food, maybe. Food and champagne, great. When it comes to employment, opportunity, prosperity, heck no.
It's almost all state-run. I mean, no, it is.
It's really bad. It really is awful. It is the poster child of what not to do. And ironically, I think it was the economy, or at least the society that President Obama was most enamored with.
Favorite French restaurant in New York City, then?
I'm not a good French person. It is, but I'm unsophisticated. I mean, I like hot dogs, you know.
Just say French fries.
Okay.
Freedom fries.
I will tell you, I prefer Italian, but I will say this. I was in London for Christmas with my son and my wife, and anything is better than that food, so.
Poor France getting all of
God.
Dumping on the UK, France, but
No, the UK is
American
great.
moment.
It's
But
great.
hot
It's great,
dogs,
except for the
bald
food.
eagles, it's all about America.
That's what I'm with Pete now. I'm with Pete, you know. We're hats and eagles over here, baby. We're making money. Make your portfolio great again, too, while you're at
Love
it.
it. Thank you, Charles.
See you guys
Happy
later.
New
Happy New
Year.
Year. Happy New Year.
We appreciate it. All right, German Chancellor Angela Merkel. She just had an epiphany. It is radical Islamic terrorism that is a threat, but her answer is that we need just a little bit of compassion to end it. Well, Dr. Sebastian Gorka says she still just doesn't get it, and he's going to be live straight ahead.
And Republicans winning so much it's destroyed democracy. That's a controversial claim from liberal professor from North Carolina. And that professor, the head of North Carolina's Republican Party, Dallas Woodhouse, they are live next. We're going to debate it.
And
Each 100,000.